At least 93 people have been killed in Israeli attacks across the Gaza Strip since Wednesday morning, according to medical sources speaking to Al Jazeera. The official death toll from Gaza's health ministry now stands at over 53,600, with more than 121,000 injured. Gaza's government media office says the real number may be higher than 61,700. As thousands remain missing under the rubble. The United Nations says the limited humanitarian aid now reaching Gaza is nowhere near enough to meet basic needs. Famine conditions persist, and access to food, water, and medical care remains severely restricted. Meanwhile, international condemnation is mounting after Israeli forces fired warning shots at a diplomatic convoy visiting the Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank. The group included representatives from the UK, EU, China, and Russia. No injuries were reported, but over 20 countries have demanded answers from Israel. Against this backdrop, a shift in tone is emerging in parts of the West. On Piers Morgan Uncensored, Piers Morgan, long seen as a vocal defender of Israel's military actions, changed course during a televised debate with journalist Mehdi Hassan and former U.S. Army officer John Spencer. Referring to Gaza, Morgan acknowledged that he has resisted going as far as Mehdi in his criticism of the Israeli government. "I resist no more," admitted Morgan.
Listen, you and I have talked about this war in Gaza for ever since it started, this phase of the 75-year conflict. And I have resisted going as far as you have done in your criticism of the Israeli government. I resist no more. I think we've reached common ground about what we view is happening and has been happening through this period of this blockade, which frankly is just starvation of the people there, including so many innocent young women and children. And I think that the incessant bombing and killing, and we don't know how many civilians have been killed, but it is on a daily basis. It looks like hundreds of people every day, with no apparent attempt, it seems to me, to have any real plan for how this ends or what happens when it ends, other than if you look at what Smotrich has been saying, probably the most right-wing member of a very right-wing government, he is talking in a genocidal language about kicking all the Palestinians out. So I think you and I have reached a place in the last few weeks where we are in agreement.
The moment has gone viral, with many noting how rare it is to see Morgan align with Hassan on this issue. Their exchange marks a growing shift in how Gaza is being discussed in Western media and political circles, as questions intensify over whether Israel's campaign meets the legal definition of genocide.